Hello Virgo, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here for your divine spread for the 1st till the 15th of April of 2020. Okay, I am shuffling the major arcana cards for your Karma Dharma position. Hope that you're all well. For those of you that are not that well at this time, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of healing, and not only are we all this in, not only are we in this all together, we need to be the comfort for each other at this time. So let's not give up on our hopes and our dreams. Spirit, please guide me for Virgo and what Virgo is dealing with in general and in love. April 1st to the 15th of 2020, and we've got the Lovers, Gemini, also another sign that is ruled by Mercury. We do share the same ruling planet of Mercury, which has come out of shadow, so it's covering new turf right now. The Lovers can be a decision as well, a very important decision in relation to relationships, romantic or otherwise. Now the Lovers is a major arcana, as we know, so there is a karmic situation that you're dealing with in relationships. This doesn't have to be romantic, it could also be business. The Lovers does speak for itself. Mainly it's about love, romance, and a very deep connection. There is a very strong embrace here. We don't see Archangel Michael in this deck. If you are interested in the decks I'm using, and this is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, please look at the description box below to see what cards I'm using. Let's look at your divine spread. What's at the base? We have the Queen of Cups, so it is about love, it is about our emotional self. Dear Virgo, you may be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but Virgos do have Pisces as their house of partnerships. So the Queen of Cups is someone with an open heart, someone who is wanting a new beginning where their emotions are concerned, very psychic as well, very loving and very nurturing energies with the Queen of Cups. Excuse me. Let's look at what's in the hidden position, what we cannot see, what is hidden from our sight. We have the Page of Swords, so this is a card of communication, a messenger coming through with some sort of a truth that could be a little bit cutting, but it is the truth, and that is more important than the actual message. Let's look at, and we know that this could also speak of communication, as there are many birds in the background. I see a lot of back and forth in relation to love and truth. Let's look at the recent past. We have the Four of Cups, so someone has not accepted this Ace of Cups here, and a lot of you are sulking, and you don't know also that an offer is on the table. You can't see it yet. It probably will be coming soon, with the news coming in. In the position of now for Virgo, we have the Three of Pentacles, and Three of Pentacles is expansion and growth. Where work is concerned, you're working, you could be collaborating with a small group. This is very positive, as threes we know are all about expansion. Where love is concerned, anything to do with love for you, dear Virgo, may be around the work scene. Three of Pentacles can also speak of three people in a situation. This can be a positive and a negative card, as with the indication of the Lovers, which is a choice. Some of you may be making a choice between two people. Let's see what your trajectory is. What is your goal? What are you thinking about? And we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, you are wanting something real, something long-lasting. Some of you are after a commitment. You're hoping for a commitment. This is what you're working for, working towards, striving for. I do see a new path here, Virgo. with the Ace of Pentacles, or no, this could be a commitment, this could be a marriage, an engagement, moving in together. We do have Earth here. Earth is all about stability. You could be dealing with another Earth sign. Let's take the action and advice. And we have Justice. Justice can speak of legalities, and it is very karmic. You will be balancing out. What you have given to the universe will be given back to you. Okay, that's what justice is all about. You're looking for balance where your personal relationships, business relationships, or any relationships are concerned. Libra is also the house, the natural house of partnership and other people. What is the outcome, dear Spirit, for Virgo? And we have Temperance. So tempering yourselves, waiting on those blessings as the divine is working something out for you. Tempering means being patient. There is a sense of healing here. Here is Archangel Michael. The divine is preparing something on your behalf. Sagittarius can also speak of foreigners, people from a different culture. It does speak of beliefs as well. Stay with your beliefs. Don't give up, dear Virgo. Some of you are needing to move through the justice system before you can find your balance. We've got two cards of balance, but the justice card comes first. Let's take the divine position. What does Spirit want you to know? And we have the Empress. And the Empress is Libra Taurus. So we've got Libra and we've got Earth, which is Taurus for Virgo. Now the Empress card could also be Aries energy. Now Aries is where the sun is transiting. It is the time of Aries, new beginnings. We know the Empress is pregnancy, and this could speak of something that you've created, dear Virgo. The news is coming in that the seed is actually growing. What you've been striving for is on its way to growth and manifestation. We know that this is the mother of Earth, Virgo. The Empress again is a number 3. It's all about expansion. Some of you are realizing that you are pregnant, and maybe it's this is what you've been hoping for. Okay, as I see a very strong bond here. There's been a lot of love going around for some of you. You've been hoping maybe to expand your family. The Page of Swords could also be a child, of course. Okay, and we know that the Page of Swords is also about our intellect and knowledge. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Ten of Wands. This could mean the end of your burden. Okay, as you've been carrying all these wands on your back. In this card, what I get is that you need to go via somewhere else before you can get to your goal. That's what I feel with this. And it does signify the end of a burdensome cycle. It is a 10, which turns into the Ace. The Ace can be the light coming on a new inspirational creative project as well. What's beneath that? And we've got the Three of Wands. You've been waiting on something or someone or something to complete. You've sent out your ships. You're waiting on the return. You've been doing the work, dear Virgo. Temperance is asking that you have patience, that you will be enlightened about it. Okay, let's take some more cards, another layer. Now we do have two queens. We've got the Empress and a queen here. This could be these could be two different people. For some of you, we've got a water sign and earth or air. What I feel here with the Queen of Cups is that intuitively you know that something is being created for you, dear Virgo. Something is in creation where your relationships is concerned. And what I see here is that you are ready, open and waiting, okay, for this new beginning. And the interesting thing is that there is a sense of you're turning from the Queen into the Empress, which we know that the Empress is the mother, literally or metaphorically. She's all about abundance. So I feel that you trust this and that you are open and ready to receive. Look at the lotus flowers here at her feet, and here it's in her hand. So I do feel that for most of you, this is all about you manifesting what you desire, as the Empress is all about our desires, our values. There is a lot of emotion. Look at all the water that the Empress is sitting in. That's why I feel that you are manifesting on a very strong emotional level here. I want to take a card on the Lovers here, because you could be making a choice between two different people. As I said, we've got a couple of threes here. Justice says that you're going to come into balance here. That's what the advice is. But let's look at the Lovers. And we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is someone who is driven by their desires. Knight of Wands could be someone also that is very fiery. They're the go-getter. They take action towards their desires. And we know that the Knight of Wands could be also Sagittarian for me. For others of you, could be another fire sign, obviously, with the Knight of Wands, Aries or Leo as well. But I feel mainly there is Sagittarian energy, as we've also got the Temperance card here. So again, going towards what you desire, creating something and taking action with it. Let's take another card, and we have the Two of Wands. So the door's open. Okay, the door is open. Again, Sagittarian, he's holding the World Ball. The World Ball does mean expansion, expanding to the world, whatever you are manifesting. And remember here, you do have the Three of Wands. And if we see it in the way that this is the Ace of Wands that is being held here, this was the spark that was initiated. The door is now opening, and you are, after finishing up some sort of a burden, something that you had to complete, you are waiting on those ships to come through. And we've also got the World card here, which means a cycle is ending for sure. And this is a completion of a successful cycle that you've come to the end of. It wasn't easy, obviously, with the World card. Let's look at the Queen of Cups. Let's take more cards. We have the Ace of Coins here as well. Ace of Coins here in your foundation. So the seed that you're wanting to manifest, it's been planted already in the distant past. Ace of Coins is something that's very stable, something very real and long-lasting. This could be, of course, all the things that I mentioned before with that Ace of Pentacles, the beginning of this new path. What is this Page of Swords in the hidden position about? And we have the Seven of Cups. So the message that's coming in could be a little bit confusing for you. Seven of Cups is Pisces again. So Pisces can be a little bit confusing. Things are still up in the air. You're waiting on the news. This could be someone that wants to bring clarity to you, but there are many things that they're dealing with. They could be in a state of confusion as well, dear Virgo, if you are dealing with an air sign, as the Page of Swords is air. So we do have Gemini mainly and Libra. Let's take that Four of Cups in the recent past, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is someone that's been holding on for dear life, where their stability is concerned, their emotional stability and their financial stability. Four of Pentacles is someone that is not letting go of something that brings them happiness, something that brings them emotional security and financial security, I would say. Let's take that Three of Pentacles. And we have the Empress again, dear Virgo. Wow. Talk about expansion and growth. This is manifestation, no doubt. The Empress could signify pregnancy, a literal pregnancy as well. So for those of you that are in a committed partnership or relationship, you're wanting to take your life to the next level, this is no doubt a pregnancy. Now, putting these two cards together, we've got the 3 and the 4th pentacle, which is also here, 4 of Pentacles. I would say that you're working very, very hard to stabilize, to manifest a new beginning. Maybe you're doing the groundwork, which is the Ace of Pentacles, dear Virgo, or you may be dealing with another earth sign that is expanding, someone who is very loving, very nurturing to others, as the Empress is the mother. Doesn't have to be a female, could be a male that we're talking about. Let's take that Ace of Pentacles. What's that all about, please, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. And we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords could mean some sort of a deception, or being very intelligent where your money and your investments are concerned. You've been very logical, very quick-witted and wise. You've managed a lot to have this in your reading here, to have this Ace of Pentacles. And some of you are working behind the scenes, not letting everyone know what you're trying to manifest. Now, because we've got the Page of Swords here with the card of the illusion with the 7 of Cups, you may be figuring out some truth that someone has been holding from you. And if you have been dealing with an air sign, then this person has been maybe hoping to pull the wool over your eyes in relation to any part of your life here, in relation to marriage, in relation to commitments, to children, maybe even to money, anything monetary. Let's take one more card on that 7 of Swords. And we've got the Page of Swords here again. So that's very interesting. As you've got the Page of Swords here again, you're going to see the truth about what's been hidden. Also, you will be communicating, you could be communicating about a stable new beginning. Where there were fears, now there is more clarity. And when we lack the knowledge, that's when the fear comes in. I think that the knowledge is coming through. Let's take the Justice card, as that is the action and advice position. There's that 3 of Wands. Again, justice is going to be served. You're waiting on that. For those of you that are moving into divorce, anything to do with legalities, the justice system, you are waiting to find your balance, to find your equilibrium, and to get the justice, the fairness to come in. As you've done a lot of work, you're waiting to see what will be coming in for you. Let's look at the Temperance card, and we've got a card that opened up, Magician. And the Magician is communication, it's collaboration. This could also be a reflection of the sky. So what is happening now in the ethers is going to give you a lot of strength and the power to manifest. And we know that the Magician is communication as well. So some of you could be waiting on messages coming from afar, from a distant foreign land. Now we know that the Magician could also be the trickster. So I'm thinking that for those of you that have been dealing with someone that's been nasty, someone that's been using you, then Temperance is saying that be patient as the divine is taking care of things. Let's take the Empress. And we have the Queen of Wands here. So this is all about creativity. We know that the Queen of Wands is someone that is very fiery, someone that is, that go-getter, someone who is creating something. We've got 2 cards of creativity here. Also, both the Queen of Wands and the Empress are 2 very magnetic figures. I do feel that this is the same energy. I did mention Aries before. Here with the Queen of Cups, which I said Pisces, we've also got the Ace of Coins, which does show that this is you, dear Virgo, with the Ace of Coins. Queen of Wands has got a lot of luck on her side as well. So now we do have three. We've got two Queens and an Empress. And we know that the Queen of Wands is usually that leader, someone who gives the orders out. So again, with the Aries energy, this is Martian. And therefore with Mars, we know that we strive for what we want to create. And we've got the fire within us to make that happen. Now this could be also, for some of you, this could be a message that's coming through, as we've got the dove here, a message coming through from a fire sign, a fellow, could be a sister, could be a friend. The news could be about what you're manifesting. Okay, I'm going to take a card on that Ten of Wands, which is the general energy. It's interesting to see that we've got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Some of you may be dealing with someone that might be a little bit younger than you, as we've got a few, we've got the pages, two pages here. Pages are youthful energy, they're messengers, of course, but we've got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. So both people are on the same level where their desires are concerned. Let's take that Ten of Wands. And we have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is someone that is very slow moving. This is you, dear Virgo. Someone who plans before they actually take the action. Knight of Coins is very promising, as this is very slow, gradual, and sure success. The Magician is also success. Let's take one more card on that Magician. And we have the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is a card of not being on the same page. Five of Wands could be a group situation or a group situation, a family situation that you're in. And that's why Temperance is asking for patience. There will be healing where you weren't on the same page, let's say, with others or with a romantic relationship. Five of Wands is also putting in the effort to build on something. Let's take one more, as this is a 5, and we know that 5s bring in change. And we have the Queen of Cups here again. Queen of Cups is right here, dear Virgo. You may be conflicted at this time. You may not be believing in the power of manifestation or what comes through as a message. You may be conflicted about what comes through as a message, but know that your careful planning and your direct looking towards the path that you're hoping to manifest or to go down, know that, as I said before, this is sure success, but you're obviously dealing with a situation that has to complete with this Ten of Wands. And I do feel that with the Five of Wands here, it's like taking a few steps back before you actually finish this cycle. Let's take one more card on the Page of Swords and the Seven of Cups. And we have the Ten of Swords. So whatever this message is about, whatever this sneaky, maybe even spying connection of yours is all about with this air sign, this is the ending of this. This turns into the Ace. So this could also be you getting the clarity through some message of an ending, or seeing the clarity after the confusion that something is done or some cycle is done, and therefore you are leaving something behind, leaving the trickster, leaving the confusion behind. We do have the Ace of Swords that is being held up here with this page. We've also got the Page of Swords here, don't forget. Let's take a few Sibillas and see what else is going on. So we've got a lot of feminine energies here, a lot. Now, of course, not everyone is the same person. For each and every person that's watching this video, there are different people in your lives. This could be a family situation. So we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got the Empress, and the Queen of Cups. This could be two sisters and a mother. We do have the Empress twice. So I'm thinking that when I have double cards, this could be the reflection of your relationship. So whatever you're feeling, they're feeling at the same time. Or if you're manifesting, they're manifesting. They have the potential to manifest as well. I want to take the Lovers card with the Knight of Wands here and the Two of Wands. We have Omaggio di Preziosi, which is the precious gift. We have the Falsità, so a sense of falsehood, distrust. And we have the Viaggio. The Viaggio is very similar to the Knight of Wands. So you may have been dealing with someone who maybe even travels for work. They were your prize, and then there is some deception around that. So this could be someone who was trying to pull the wool over your eyes about what they own, what they have, about what is precious to them. Maybe they're not telling you about that. They're not letting you know that. We do know that the Viaggio is also the voyager. As I said, someone who travels a lot. So the Falsità could also be that you may have news of someone coming in, a visitor, let's say, but there is no trust in that. And there may not be much trust here at what, where your values are concerned. So you may be on a different page to your beloved. And that's where, and I would say if you are at a distance, obviously the Falsità, this is very easy to happen where we don't fully trust the other person. Now, also the Viaggio means that the doors are open, someone can travel. That is what's very precious to them, and they don't actually, when you receive the news, you don't really believe it. Let's take a few more cards. Let's look at this position here with the Page of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords. We have the Merchant, so anything to do with business or contracts. We have Consolante Sorpresa, something unexpectedly positive coming in. And we've also got the Domestico, again, the trust issues. Even though this is a help, you're not believing it. So I'm going to say, Virgo, whatever is finishing up here, whatever cycle you're finishing up with, where you feel beaten, bogged down, the new beginning is going to behoove you, even though you're distrusting this. And this could even be distrust with another person. Now, the Domestico could be the butler, someone who is close to you, in your home, around your home, someone that there is ill feelings with. And again, it does reflect on the Falsità. Another card just opened up, and this is the Ammalato. So this is low morale. Low morale because of trust issues. Look, Virgo, there's no point in sitting and, looking at a situation for too long, trying to see the truth here. When you're going to receive the clarity, It will be when the timing is right. So there is no point in, worrying yourself about it. This is a lot of psychological issues and low morale here. Could it be that someone is literally ill here, and we know that the Consolante Sorpresa, which does remind me of the energy of Uranus. Uranus is transiting Taurus, and we know that Taurus is also the physical body. So whatever is necessary to happen as Uranus changes self-worth and brings in newness, brings in the freedom to move. I think that this card was necessary on your path, as someone needs to start trusting or start believing that they have the self-worth or the capability to manifest even on their own as an individual. And no ending is easy, as with the Amalato is sitting right on that Ten of Swords. Let's take another card there. We've got the Belvedere. So someone is on the lookout. They are waiting for someone or something or a situation to come in. They're on the lookout. They're waiting for something to arrive. And this is the card of hope. So there is hope here, dear Virgo. There is hope that what you're waiting on will come through. Okay. Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles. I want to look at the Ace of Pentacles in the crowning area, which is also with the Page of Swords. So I do feel with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles, this does connect to this area. Let's take it. We have the Artista, which is a discovery that's made. This is the intelligent mind, the scientist, the biologist, the legal representative. This is clarity after confusion. We have Giovina Fanciulla, which is the Virgin. Something new is coming in. The discovery is going to bring something new, something very pure as well. And we've got the Prigione here. There are still attachments here, though, still obligations. This is the very karmic card of Capricorn, and what the obligations are, or the restrictions that are happening right now. Let's take one more card, and this is the Vecchia Signora, which is also another arrival or someone that you are being advised by. Vecchia Signora also speaks of something that has matured. Even the Saturnian energy here speaks of maturation, but it can also speak of karma. Saturn is the Lord of timing and of karma. So this is saying that this is going to happen when it is the right time for it to happen. Let's look at the Empress here in the divine position with the Queen of Wands. We have a message coming from afar. We have Morte, which is change, transformation. And we have Fedelta, which is loyalty. Now, Fedelta is the friend, the companion, and staying on the path. The Fedelta could be friendship. There is some sort of a transformation happening here, that if someone was, and I'm going to say standing in their ego, this could be the transformation and the humbling of it with the Fedelta card and the Morte card. I want to take one more little Sibilla on that. And we have the Delirante. So this is deliriousness. This is a neutral card which can go either way. This can be the card of silly actions, but this can also speak of support. You are delirious from someone that is very loyal in your life, and the help is coming from someone that's very hardworking, someone that doesn't talk a lot. They're more about the action and more about the integrity. And what these cards are saying, that you need to stay the path, dear Virgo, as it can be an uphill climb. okay? But once you get to the top of that mountain, you have the Lamante waiting for you, and this is love waiting, or something that's going to make you very happy once you get to the top of that mountain. So you are still struggling. I could see that here. Obviously, and again, the angel, Archangel Michael here is asking that you are slow-paced and steady. Continue on your path and don't give up. What I'd like to do now, dear Virgo, is I'm going to take a spiritual message, a message from the Lightworker Oracle. So, Archangel Michael, for Virgo, what is the message from Spirit? I will take the card and I will read it in a couple of minutes. Virgo, 1st to the 15th of April 2020. What does Virgo need to know? What is happening with Virgo? And we have hold your center. Very much like what I was telling you just now. I am going to read from the booklet in a second. This is a number 34, which equals to a 7. The news is coming through, as you could see. I'm going to take one card on this area here, as the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles is making me need to take a card. It's not very clear for me. So this is saying to me that for those of you that are in a relationship, one that has started in the distant past, there's been some disappointment here, but you're still holding on. You're holding on, they're holding on. Let's take a card on that. And we have the Knight of Cups. It's also here. We just had the Lamante here, which is very similar to the Knight of Cups. So we know that the Knight needs to grow and turn into the King. So obviously they're going through their maturation process. Knight of Cups could be a water sign, of course. Doesn't have to be. Okay, I'm going to read from the book for you. Hold your center, number 34. Have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground. Firmly place your feet there and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. So it says, feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. So it does speak of commitment. It is saying that your feet are growing roots, and this does speak very much to the Ace of Pentacles, which you have twice. It's up here as well. So hold your center, hold the fort, be the hearth, okay, of a situation, be the one that's going to be stable, okay, as the fire still burns, Virgo, and especially with the Queen of Wands right here. She is all about the fire, keeping that alive through her creation, through her inspiration. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is I'm going to take my handwritten cards. I just want to look at all the cards. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups twice. So I'm going to take one card on the Queen of Cups, another card on the Queen of Wands, as this could be someone else. I'm going to take the Queen of Wands and the Empress. We've got the Empress twice. Okay, and also I'm going to take a card on the Knight of Wands, as I feel that there is a connection where the masculine is a little bit younger than the feminine. Okay, and you are showing up as the Empress as well, dear Virgo. Let's take the Queen of Cups first and foremost. My wish is for us to be together forever. That is a wish, and Virgo is wishing for that. As I said, this is you, Virgo. You've got the Ace of Coins. Let's take that Knight of Wands. We have, I want a commitment. I want to have a family with you. I need stability. Let's do this. That's the message from the Knight of Wands. Let's look at the Empress, which is also you, more than likely. The Empress says, I will climb any mountain, I will swim any river to be with you, come to me. So the Empress is waiting at the dock for someone to come in. 2 threes. Let's take a look at the Queen of Wands, which could be another side to you, but as I said, this could also be messages coming through from a friend. But as I said, because we've got the Queen of Wands, for those of you that this is you, you are dealing with a younger masculine. The physical distance between us is so great. I need to decide if I can do this. Time will tell. So some of you are at the point of making a decision, as with the Lovers card here. Okay, so it's all about timing, yes. And I'm going to say that we can reverse these messages as well. So do take them as they resonate for you in your personal journey. All right, dear Virgo, I will leave this reading as it is. I just wanted to point out, remember with the climbing of that mountain, it does say I will climb any mountain. So you've got an uphill battle, Virgo, but you know that once you get to the top, that's when your Knight of Cups is waiting for you. And I do feel that the Knight of Cups is another side to this Knight of Wands. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Talk to you soon.